So I've added a few more things here and over here that I was confused about before. A lot of little detailed stuff that's been put in now. And I've loaded up a couple temporary textures. And all I want to do at this point is just say, let me get some things ready for export into the game so I can see the general outline of things. And so what I'm doing here is just clicking a face, select all connected, pick a color, and repeating that across different color each place. There's a couple of these places where I know a little something extra, like I know this roof happens to be a concrete roof, and as I find things like this I will continue to place it. But in the meanwhile, at this point, it's perfectly acceptable to export this into the game and check it out, and that's what I'm going to do next. So here's the initial placement of the Container Corporation buildings. This is from the Goose Island side of the Chicago, North Branch of the Chicago River. You can see there's tracks in the foreground. So the buildings just right there on the other side of the river. If we go over to the opposite side, here's the main line of the Chicago Northwestern Wisconsin Division that heads to the north, and to the south on the right half side is the passenger main that goes downtown to the terminal. On the left it leads into a yard that's over here where I'm moving the cursor. And so obviously from this side of the route, these buildings are very close. Now I have not yet decided whether or not how much of this over here I'm going to actually build. There's a temptation to put in the switching tracks so that there's more work to do on this side of the river. And if that's the case, you can see here from what's on the Tertex that there is industrial track right here in the middle of this area and right close to these buildings. And so under that circumstance, if that kind of track goes in, these buildings deserve to have a fair amount of 3D detail put in because the camera is going to be right there. And